your boy Paul Brantley. We're getting into the Housewives of Lagos, season 1, part 1, reunion. It starts off with the host greeting all the ladies coming onto the stage. Only person that's not there is Caroline, so he asked the ladies, so do y'all think Caroline gonna show up? And none of the ladies say nothing except Marion. Marion like, I really don't care I really don't care. I'm like, so what's with the attitude, ho? Like, ho, what's the attitude for? So now you got an attitude? I was like, okay, we'll get into that a little later. But moving forward, so he moves on with that. He went, okay. So he said, we're going to get down. He went, so the show did, he went, congratulations to the ladies on the show. The show was a big success and everything. He said, so let's get it down to the nitty gritty and all the drama that went on. There were 3 big trips, 3 major, well, yeah, 3 major trips overall. But you know, there was quite a drama. But we're gonna start off with Lauren and the stuff that is, anyway, is Lauren a problem? Is Lauren a real problem? Let's find out. So he went ahead and went through they show clips of her and everything else, and he asked her about herself and explained herself about, is you really like this from what we see on TV or not? And she said, I'm kind of both. You know, it just come off like I'm kind of both. It just come out like that sometimes. Anyway, so he asked a little question about her and was asking her. He went to Ayabo and asked Ayabo, how you doing and stuff. Since being an actress, how do you feel about being on the show? On a reality show? And she said it feels good. It's a little different from being on, you know, you're not learning lines, it's your life. So, you know, a little bit of that and stuff. So he went back to Ayabo X and went back to Lauren, and said, Lauren, so you know, you had an issue the first during the first episode and stuff. At Toy's launch party, you had an issue with Caroline, and you had an issue with Kiyomi too, about you know, stuff that went on. You had an issue. So what was your issue with Caroline that night, and why was you what was the issue there? She said, well, prior to the show, I already had an issue with Caroline prior to the show, so me and her didn't get along prior, so I didn't get a chance when we ended up finding out when we found out that night that we were on the show. So I didn't get a chance to tell her, pull her aside and say, you know, keep your distance. So, you know, and everything. And when she did this and stuff, the host went, yeah, because you talked about, you know, you finding out some stuff from Toy about her prior to the show. So yeah. And so Toy was just sitting there for a minute, and he went, so about you and Kiyomi. So what was your issue with Kiyomi? Because you had an issue with Kiyomi about being friends, saying her being friends and whatever and stuff. So why did that upset you? And she went like, well, you know, I consider everybody a friend, a client, whatever. To me, I consider them all friends. That's what Lauren said. Kiyomi stayed to her guns. Kiyomi said like, no. Kiyomi said like, she's a client. She is a client. She's not an associate. She is a client. She was a client. She was never a friend. She wasn't at that time. We on a new set. You know, we all getting along all together. She went, I didn't consider her a friend. She's still not a friend to this day. So she went, I stick back what I said. She went, a client is a client. She went, I enjoyed her business when she was a business, and when she used to come to my businesses and brought her friends and stuff. Thank you, but you still a client. I'm like, girl. So, a little back and forth. You know, I just sitting there looking. Lauren really didn't say anything. Lauren went, I get it. It's cold. Lauren went, it's cold. So they started like, so let's talk about the friendship with you and the host went like, let's talk about the friendship with you and Toy and stuff and everything. I said, oh well, prior to that he went into let's talk about the friendship with you and Toy and stuff and everything. I said before we started into that, he said, so Miss Toy, since you the fashionista on the show, designer and everything and stuff, and you having a friendship with Lauren and stuff like that. So how do you feel about your friendship and everything and how it had all changed and stuff? And they went and reclipped her and everything and all that good stuff. And she started explaining, when it comes to me being a friend with somebody, I keep it 100 and I always be 100 about what I say and how I do things. And to her, our friendship just went kind of downhill because she felt a certain way, and with her it just now it just feel a certain thing about her. And as they were talking, he asked Lauren, like, how do you feel about the friendship? Somewhat and whatever, just a little bit. He just asking a little bit of questions, them not getting too in depth about their friendship just yet. And she went, I just didn't like what was said. And she went, I didn't like what was said. I didn't like the things that she did or what she think that I have saw so far on the show that made me question our friendship so far. So she went, yeah, that's why we're not friends. I was like, damn, girl. I was like, alrighty. So, it was getting, he went, okay. So he went, let's move on to Miss Miriam. So he introduced Miriam, so we clipped of Miriam how she was introduced and stuff, showed all that. So he started asking Miriam about he started asking Miriam about what happened at the about what happened at the dinner party, and not just the dinner party, but what happened at the dinner party, and then what happened at the slumber party too. How she feel about the dinner party and everything that went down there. First he asked her what happened at the dinner party, and how did she feel about the two ladies who being late and stuff. How did she feel about it and stuff like that? And she said, he asked her, did you actually, was Ayabo the only person that actually went off on, actually said something to the ladies, said something to them, or not, or everybody? And Miriam said, I did go off on them. We all went off on them, but they just showed one person going off. She said, and Kiyama told, like, yeah, everybody said something to us, said something to me and Caroline and whatever. And this when Miriam said, like, I feel like Kiyomi apology was not wasn't remorseful, but Caroline's was. And I'm like, huh? I said, okay. So I said, now, Kiyomi, like, how you feel about Caroline and her apology towards Ayabo? Now you know how I feel. Because your apology towards Miriam felt like it didn't feel genuine. But you think Caroline's apology towards Ayabo wasn't genuine, so that's why you're not friends with her anymore overall, even though y'all did get into a confrontation. on the last episode. But yeah. So moving on from there, I said, so she started talking about the then he asked about, you know, the trip they went on, the sleepover, when she was kind of first introduced to the ladies. Miriam was, and she was talking about, you know, I didn't like the way Caroline I didn't like the way Caroline her reaction towards what how because of what I have done in my life and stuff. And this is when Miss Caroline, the queen, all queens, walked through. She walked through, and it's like it went silent. These hoes was all silent. They was all silent. The only person that wasn't silent was the host. He was excited that Caroline showed up. He was, Caroline. So she came through, all bang, 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 boom. Like, hey, I'm here. Like, boom, 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 boom. Like, bitches, bow down. She came in, and you know, I said, they got a stank face. Like, what's wrong? She came in, hugged the host. She's like, hi, ladies. How y'all doing? Yeah. Set her butt on down next to Miriam. You know, they all got stank faces. They show everybody's face. They show, I said, not Caroline, Kiyomo had a stank face. I'm looking at her like, girl, really? Get over it. Because it's like y'all not friends no more. Get over it, girl. You said what you wanted to say. You was down and dirty. She was down and dirty. Get over it. If you still stuck on it, you stupid. But we're going to move forward. So I said this. So the host was like, you want to get a round of applause? Because she did show up. So none of them did. He went, oh, God, this is silence. He went, ooh, the mood didn't switched. He went, oh, but we're going to get into that in a moment. So since you hear Caroline, he said, so let's get it started. So the host ended up continuing his questions. He asked Caroline, he ended up asking Caroline, so Caroline, why was you not warm to Miriam when you first met her at the sleepover? Because Miriam felt like you wasn't warm to her. So why wasn't you warm? And Caroline was like, oh, I wasn't? She went, oh, I wasn't? She went, oh, so she went, oh, I thought I was. She went, if she felt like I was not warm to her, she went, Miriam, I'm sorry if I'm not warm to you. Wasn't warm to you. She went, I apologize. And I'm like, girl, you good, because I wouldn't apologize to that hoe. Not at all. Well, bitch, please. Like, girl, why I gotta be warm to you for? I don't know you. Like, I don't know you. I ain't never met you. Bitch, you came into the room. I'm like, I don't know this bitch. Like, I supposed to just, hi, how you doing? Hell no, bitch, what you, hello? You better be glad you even got a handshake. Because I ain't gonna do that. But, you know, she apologized and all that good stuff. So this when Miss Miriam ended up talking about, Miss Miriam ended up saying, you know, ended up saying, she didn't like what she didn't like about that night. Because she didn't feel, I didn't feel that she ended up talking after Caroline explained, you know what I'm saying, the reason why I said, you wasn't warm, I feel like you was not warm to me, and I didn't like the way that you, after I seen the episode, the way you were, way you reacted towards me, when we had to do them drink, you had to take a drink every time you, have you kissed the girl, have you kissed the girl, have you had, you know, have you had a threesome, have you did this, have you did that. She was the one hitting them back, refilling her cut, hitting them back. And Caroline, her confession like, like, bitch, cause when I was watching it, how I was doing the same damn thing. Like, shit. Like, alrighty, girl. You a freak. I don't think you should have told her. I think you should have been drinking. You must keep some of that stuff on the hush. But you wasn't doing that, girl. You were telling all your shit. Like, you wanted everybody to know what was going on with you. So that's what she was doing. So she mad about that and stuff. So she went to explain it and stuff. And Carol, and she said, like, but she went, yeah. When she said that, I said, but the streets talk. She ain't, but she went, I know, but the streets talking about. She ain't, but the streets be talking about you. The streets are talking about you and what you did more than I had. I went. That's when the host went, hold up. What you mean? What you mean, Miriam? She did what the streets say. She ain't, well, the streets said the streets talk. The streets said she out here doing it. She out here doing it. Doing more than me. I was like, huh? And he went to ask, he went, so Caroline, so can you answer that or whatever? And Caroline said, like, first of all, I know who I am. And I know what I stand for. And she went, the streets gonna always be talking. She went, I can't do nothing about that. But that ain't me. So, next. The next is what I added in. Because Caroline shut it right on down like, girl, you can say what you want to say. I said, this is me again. Caroline was very serious. Like, you can say what you want to say. You can say the streets be talking. It's like, girl, the street talking about all you hoes up there. To be honest. All of you hoes up there. Every hoe up there. There's 6 of you. Streets talking about all of you. So don't sit there and tell that like, oh, streets talking about her. Girl, please. You told all your business, Miriam, that you a thought. So, girl, bye. So, after that, the host asks, that's right. So the host asks, so the host move on, and he goes on to Lauren. He ended up asking, he went, so Lauren, so who is the real you? Is social media you and the TV you the same you? Are they both you or not? Which one is it? She goes into saying that, oh yes, they both are me. If I don't like somebody, if she don't like somebody, she drags it on. She'll drag the beef or whatever confrontation that they had, she'll drag it on. And to me, that's like, so you drag stuff on to get your ass whooped is what you do. You one of them people that likes their ass whooped is what I'm getting, because you keep dragging the situation on and on and on so they can whoop your ass. That's all it is about. It's about getting your ass whooped every time, because that's what you is. So Toy ended up coming in like, well, the Lauren I know don't act like the one that y'all see on TV. I went, yes you do. I said, the Lauren that we see on TV is the same damn Lauren that you know, because that's the same person that you is. Because majority of the time, majority of your friends, most of them, half of them, usually act like you to an extent. But Lauren and Toy definitely act alike and do the shit. Toy just a little bit more slicker with hers than Lauren is. Lauren straight up is gonna do just straight up out with it. That's just what I get. So we're gonna move on with that. So the host goes on, and the host asks, the host ended up handing out a purple sludge. Ended up handing out some purple sludge. I can't pronounce it. For Kiyomi for always being late and stuff. He gave that to her. I said, I got it all mixed up in my notes. He ended up giving that to her. He gave that to her before Caroline came out, but it's in my notes all mixed up. But whatever. They moved on from that. So the host ended up talking about the text messages and stuff. They moved on to that. The host talked about text messages. With Kiyomi and Caroline. Okay, talk about text messages. He ended up asking Lauren, like, do you feel, Lauren, since you sent these text messages and stuff, do you feel bad for what you did or a certain way because you caused a lot of stuff? She ain't no, I don't feel a certain way about it. She ain't, I don't think I did nothing wrong. I went home, you a best and stuff. I went, okay, whatever. I went, Lauren is a mess. So he ended up asking, do you know how it could make somebody else feel a certain way? And she's like, no. So I can kind of see that, but not really. So he asked Caroline, how do you feel about the text message and what was said in the text message? And Caroline was like, she said she don't feel good. She said she don't feel good about it. But she glad that she stood up for herself. And she wished that she could have handled this situation. She could have handled it a lot better. I wish that they did handle it a lot better. I said, because Lauren, if you were that big enough you got that mouth, you should have been able to be woman enough to pull both of them, Kiyomi and Caroline, aside and have a conversation with them. But you couldn't be the bigger woman. You couldn't be a woman, and actually do that. You did it through the group text. And when Caroline came for you, you couldn't handle it. That's just how I feel about it. So the host went on to start reading. He ended up reading some tweets from people on social media, and they take on the text messages and stuff. And they said that Caroline was the instigator. They said Caroline started the insults. Naomi is hiding behind her and helping build her up. This is when he ended up asking Kiyomi how she feel about the Twitter and what they said, and Kiyomi said she decided not to respond to the text message that Lauren sent with her name in them because she said it wasn't worth it. And she tried to talk to Caroline about not responding, but she said you can't do anything about a wrong person responding. So when she responded back, there was nothing that I could do at all. It's just, that's my friend. At the time, that was my friend, and she explained Caroline just explained herself, just explained why she did what she did, and so be it. So that's just what it is, and I couldn't stop her at the end of the day. And my friend that was in the car with us can actually vouch that I tried to stop her from doing it, but she did it anyway. It's like, that's what it is. Then they talk about, then the host brings up the meeting when they all had the emergency meeting I both set up and stuff, and how everything was going down. They showed the clips and stuff, and and this is when it got everything kind of went a little sideways, because he was asking questions and he ended up asking Caroline like how she felt about that situation and what went down during the meeting and whatever. And Caroline was like, she said she don't like how she didn't like how it looked on TV, but she stand by what she said. She said she don't like how it looked on TV, but she stand by she stand by everything she said. I went, girl, that's right. Stand by, girl. Stand by. Cause always Lord asked for all of that. She did. But so the host ended up get to top. And so he went. So the question is, he said, so if she's a pimp, well, he asked, so was she pimped? He went, Miss Lord. So explain the situation with you being pimped. Was you pimped? What's the whole scenario of what really went down? So Laura ended up saying, well, I went to the I have never met the governor before, so I went to this event, and I ended up meeting the governor because I was selling my book, and I went and I was selling my book, and that's what I went there for. I was just selling my book. I wasn't being pimped out because that's an abomination. So I just went there to sell my book. And that's it. And he went, so Caroline, so was she pimp, girl? He went, so Caroline, was she pimp? Caroline get ready, he went, so what is it? So Caroline said, I can't tell you what went down in that room because I wasn't in there. She wasn't in there. She said she wasn't in there. She said, like, when she went in there, she went, I was getting hit on. So she went, I was getting hit on. So I don't know what happened. I heard, trying up hearing about, about it going down. But she went, it's the people but the people that she was with, they were doing what they do. They were doing what they do. 100%. So she need to watch who she hang out with. So Lord, right? So you saying you just heard this, right? Like I said, I was there and I synced you. I synced you in the government room with the governor and your friends, and they were doing, cause they were. Laura just looked. She gave this look like, girl, you know exactly what she's talking about. It's like, girl, I'm like, I said, shoot, I believe you. I said, for me, I think she was allegedly. I think she was allegedly doing it. Who knows with Lauren? I said, in these mood swings of hers, who knows what she was doing? So, after that, so the host ended up saying, like, so now let's switch over to Lauren and Toy and their friendship and how everything just went to hell. The hell part is my part. Went to hell. Would y'all do anything differently or not? So Toy went first, and Toy went, no. Toy went, I'll do the same thing. I'll do the same, and I'll do it again. That way, see, I'll do it again. I'll do the same thing I did, and I'll do it again. And Lauren went into, she said, we're not friends. We're not friends because of what she said. We're not friends because of what I saw on TV. For what I saw on TV and the things that she has, the nasty things that she has said about, that she had to say about me. And so she like, yeah, nasty things that she had to say about me. And it's one thing in particular that she said when she said that I wasn't. She said it was one thing that she specifically said to me that I can't get over. Did I not follow you and Caroline into the government room? That's what she said. Toy said to her. I said, bitch, what? Girl, get out of here. I said that bitch. I said, I dare that. I said, girl, you better than me, because I said the bitch would have said that to me. I would have decked that bitch. Like, hold up, cause this your friend and she said that to you. I said you should have hit her ass, Lauren. I said, Lauren, you should have hit the hell out of that bitch. I'd have slapped the shit out of Toy. Toy would got slapped, slammed, did everything. Cause it's like, bitch, what did you just say to me? I would have beat her ass. I said, you better than me. You're better than me. And then Toy White, did I? Did I? She ain't, did I? Lauren didn't say nothing. I went, girl. Toy went, yes, now. You say you not my friend. Now you say you're not my friend, and so this is what I need to tell you. With every action is a reaction. Now, bitch, listen up. Lauren, listen well, girl. Listen well. I don't like you overall, but I don't like Toy. I don't like Toy, period. I said, because she's worse than you. And you're more of a puppet for her. I said, and remember what she said to you. Remember them words. With every action, there's a reaction. I want you to remember that, hoe. Hoe, remember that. If you need to use your hoe skills, you better use them to listen now. Because that hoe said exactly them words. Every action is a reaction. That bitch mean, I said, you didn't remember that. Because she is not to be trusted ever again in your life. Do not be friends with her. Do not associate with her. If y'all on the next season, I kiki, all that good stuff, we doing a job. We'll party, have all that, that's fine. But other than that, we're not friends. Because that bitch right there is not to be trusted. I'm being straight up honest with you. So she going in, she says that to her, and Lauren goes into I saw some things on TV and I look crazy. And Toy White, stop playing victim. She said, stop playing victim. Lauren White, I'm not playing victim. I'm not. Toy White, you do it every day. Like everybody picking on you. And Laura, huh? Huh? Did I say that? I like bitch. So Toy ended up saying, Toy, like you did on the show to me. What he said, she said, what the stuff that you did on the show to me, I tolerated because you were my friend. Cause you were my friend. But don't stop me from telling you how I feel. I'm not a puppet. If you don't like, you don't like it. If you don't like it, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm like, oh. So now you get her an ultimatum. Cause she won't bow down to you. You give her the ultimatum because she won't bow down to you. Leave me alone. And this what Lauren said. Lauren went, Lauren said, talking to the host like, I really like her. I said, bitch, Lauren, shut up, girl. You a fool. I really like her. You do. I can't. I was like, Lord, girl. I said this for you and you a best. For the first part, you like, I really like her. I really like her. And this was Toy White. If you like me, you wouldn't go on the. You wouldn't have went on the show and said that I told you things from day one. I told you things from day one that you started with Caroline with that Caroline stuff. And then you switch and say, I'm not a good friend. Then you say, I'm not a good friend. What did it? What did you do? And then say, what did you do? I'm like, oh God, oh my Lord, like so, Lord, like I really have a soft spot for Toy, but she done said a lot of stuff, a lot of nasty stuff about me. So this friendship ain't gonna work. I'm like, oh, oh my Lord, oh my girl. I don't know if you bipolar, cause I know I said y'all both gotta be both bipolar. Y'all both on the same scale, but Lord, you a best girl. Cause Lord was like, bitch, I got some buff for this hole. But okay, I'll move on because I can't do no more. So after that, he switched over. So let's get into the host switch over from Theo. The host let's get into Toy and Caroline and their friendship and what really happened. So how did y'all friendship end up tearing down? And this is when Toy ended up going first. Toy was like, I'm not really gonna get into detail. We was friends for 12 years. A big argument ended up leading the argument. We were friends for 12 years. There was a certain argument that happened that ended the friendship. Excuse me, and that's it. And he said, so Caroline, it's your time, so tell me what your part in her, what you think. And so Caroline was getting ready. Caroline said, so, the friendship ended because, first I started off as, I wrote a proposal for her. We started off as a business thing. That's how we first met. I was writing a proposal for her, and this went Toy way, no, you weren't writing no proposal for me. That's a lie. You a liar. And it's like, Caroline, hold on. Did I interrupt you? Did I interrupt you? Did I interrupt you when you was talking? Did I interrupt you? So I did not interrupt you when you was talking and saying what you was saying about this friendship. Did I not? But you're lying. You're a liar. All you do is liar. You a liar. So like I was saying. It started off as I work businesses arrangement that turned into a friendship, and she was going into I want to say around the time that the friendship got ready to break up. I was pregnant with my second child, my son. She came to my house. I didn't want to see her, and she went, you lying. She accused me of stealing her man, sleeping with 5 other mans in a month. She like, yeah, and I'm not that type of girl, and I didn't do none of that. And then you got they going back and forth, and you got Toy like, you done broke up. She like, you a liar, lie about your age and all this stuff, saying you 30, 33, you old. I said, Toy, you can't talk about nobody saying you 45, looking like you 50, looking like you 65, girl. Get out of here. I wasn't sure if Caroline, I said Caroline probably is, she said she's 30. She's in her 30s, I believe she probably is in her 30s. Because you don't look 45. Not one bit. I said, Ayabo actually looks younger than 35. Ayabo actually looks like she's younger than 35. Like she just barely. Ayabo look like she's 40. You look older, 55 and up. But I digest. So they going back and forth and everything, and it's like Toy is not letting Toy going this and that. You done broke up. You the reason why I got beat up. My baby daddy beat me up. I'm like, hold up, girl. How you go? You can't answer this now. Hold up, hoe. You can't blame nobody for you getting your ass whooped. I said that right there, you can't blame. I said, girl, you blame somebody for you being It was like, girl, come on. Come on. I said, in the way that you was getting up out of that seat and trying to come up to her, come on. Girl, come on, come on, come on. I don't believe one damn bit there was two people fighting in that situation. So, we gonna move on from that because I ain't got time for this hoe. I say, so, you know, they going back and forth, and so Caroline said, I'm done talking to this crazy delusional lying heifer. The heifer is my add-on. So she said, yeah, I'm done. Alright, oh God. Because I said my issue is with Toy is when Caroline began to speak, you called her a liar. You started interfering in her telling her side of the friendship. Since you didn't want to really tell the friendship or how the friendship actually began and end, so be it. But she went ahead and was telling the friendship how it began and what led up to it, and she told how it ended. That it came to, like, you accused her of something. You accused her. You also she said they were talking about multiple things. You accused her of stealing a man and stuff and all this. And you accused her of sleeping with some man and all this other stuff. It's like, girl, really? Yeah, that's just some bullshit overall and stuff. I said at the end of the day, Toy, you ain't let her speak, and that to me tells a lot about your side of the story. Because if you don't let nobody else speak and tell their side of the story, it tells a lot about you. Because it's like you're saying she's a liar. I want to know you a liar because you didn't let her tell her side of y'all friendship in her eyes and how it ended. And you could have said whatever you needed to say after that, but you chose to interfere the whole entire time, so which caused y'all to start talking in y'all native tongue over there and stuff. So it was a back and forth. So during y'all fight, we got Ayabo, Miriam, and Lauren laughing because they laughing at Toy and what Toy's saying to Caroline. And I'm like, y'all look stupid. Because I said, only person that's not laughing, that is Kiyomi. Kiyomi and the host is not laughing. And I'm looking like, this is really pathetic. I said, y'all laughing at Caroline, but I said, Tori don't give a damn. Tori don't give a damn about any of you hoes up there. She all about her. She'll screw each and every one of y'all over to get to where she need to go to. Period. At the end of the day. And she made that quite clear during this entire season. Period. That she would do what she need. She don't care about none of y'all. But y'all gonna ride or die for that hoe. And y'all think Caroline is this, that, and the third. I don't got time for it. I said when Tori walk over y'all, use y'all, dog y'all, don't come crying to nobody. Cry to your mama. But that's all that happened on this episode. That's when it went off. So that was the end. I said these hoes and got on my last nerve. Tori got on my nerves this episode. She really did. She can't even think she was a big boss. She was nothing. But overall, it was a nice reunion. And so what? It could have been a little bit better, but you know, it was a good start. First season. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the second part goes. But that's all that happened. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment share on all social medias. It's your boy Paul Brantley. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll get back at y'all later.